I just would like to start off by welcoming everyone to Charlottesville. It's an honor for our team to have earned this opportunity to play here in our stadium. Charlottesville is a terrific community, and all the teams that are here this weekend, they will be welcomed with open arms and treated the right way. And I'm excited that we're back having postseason baseball here in Charlottesville. Our team is certainly excited about the opportunity that they have earned that's in front of them, starting tomorrow against a really good Army ball club. So we're excited and looking forward to competing, and excited for our fans, right? This is certainly these players, all the players have earned this opportunity, but it's also a great opportunity for our fans who have always been loyal to this program and supported this program. So I'm excited to see them have the opportunity to see great baseball in our stadium again in June in Charlottesville. Our starting pitcher tomorrow will be Brian Edgington. Edge is pretty much started for us every weekend the entire year, and he's the right guy to get us off to a good start tomorrow on Friday afternoon. So.
When you coach, this is regional number 10 here.
Mm-hmm.
When you look back at the ones that you've won, is there a common denominator other than obviously just playing well?
Yeah, the common denominator to win regionals, whether it's here in Charlottesville or anybody, certainly it's consistent play, right? This time of the year, everybody's earned the right to be playing this weekend, and you just can't give much away, right? Managing innings from a pitching and defensive standpoint, and being opportunistic offensively. Certainly you can play great for one game, and that's what we'll focus on tomorrow, but it's about playing great all weekend. And then, as I shared with the players, this time of the year, the teams that win in advance, they don't try to do more than they're capable of doing. They stay within themselves and and trust what's got them here. But it comes down to big moments. It comes down to making that big pitch, making that clutch play, finishing off innings offensively. You see this time of the year in every regional that we've been in, there's been players, whether it's our team or other teams, that have had big weekends. Or it might be a big outing on the mound, or somebody offensively really steps up and has a big weekend. So that's what it takes. It takes, doing what you do all year, and then in key moments, guys rising up and playing in the clutch.
Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations on hosting the regional. I got to ask you, I think you mentioned this before, it's kind of unique that the three other teams, they have experience here. Just talk about the uniqueness of that. Oklahoma, Army, and East Carolina have played a regional here.
Well, I'd first say they all three have a lot of experience in playing in the NCAA tournament. They've done it a lot, and we have played all three of them previously here in Charlottesville and in other places as well. So certainly they've all been in this stadium. I know the players are new. Some of the coaches might not have coached here, but their teams have, their schools have, and so we've got a history with each one of these programs and have the utmost respect for them. I mean, you look at Army, anytime you play a service academy, they're going to fight until the end. The kind of young men that wear their uniforms. I mean, geez, they'll be officers in the Army after they're done here, and everybody has the utmost respect for that. East Carolina has been as successful in the NCAA tournament as anybody in college baseball over the last decade or so. And, we had the opportunity to play them down there and when they hosted last year. And then, Oklahoma's been to the College World Series 11 times in their history. Last year they played in the National Championship Series. So they've got a tremendous program and a great coaching staff. So it's a really great field this weekend. And, we're just excited that everybody's here and the opportunity that we have in front of us.
This is the first time y'all are hosting regionals since all the stadium renovations.
Yeah.
So just
Well, I'm expecting a really great crowd this weekend. Noon tomorrow, obviously there's a lot of people working. I'm encouraging everybody in our community to take the back half of the day off and come out and support the Cavaliers against West Point. I think sometimes people don't realize how difficult it is to qualify to be able to host a regional. It's very difficult to do. You got to be one of the top 15, 18 schools in the country to be able to do that. And so that's a reward to our fans, and I expect really great crowds this weekend. When we've hosted in the past as well, a lot of our fans have stayed for the other games. I've come back for the night game at times, and there's been really good crowds. So it's a good baseball community that supports great baseball. And you all know that we did go through a significant stadium renovation addition 5 years ago, and this is why. To be able to seat 6,000 people, to be able to host other teams, to have a great venue to play college baseball in this time of the year. And this is the first opportunity we've had to be able to do that in this expanded stadium. So I'm excited for that for our fans.
Kyle, just kind of going off that, what do you expect? This is your first regional here at the Dish, and you've been to a couple other ones, but just kind of from fan-wise, y'all have had big crowds here, but just kind of, does it feel different kind of here?
When we've played at other places in the past for regionals and in the postseason, we've always gotten a good Virginia crowd, but just being able to have that crowd at home, I'm expecting there to be a lot more people and a lot more energy, and that's something we love to play in front of as a team. We love the energy, and we're really looking forward to that this weekend.
Brian, I can't remember early in your tenure when you hosted, I think you might have played the first game late, the first couple of years, but you've been pretty consistent about wanting to play early on
Correct.
Friday. What do you like about early as opposed to?
Well, that's a decision the host institution gets to make by the regional rules, and I felt that playing the first game is important because I just like to get our team to take batting practice on the field, and I just like to play the first game of the tournament. It also, a few advantages of it can be as well is that your guys get plenty of rest going into the next day, depending on what time you play on day two. And I think it's nice for the players and the coaches to be able to come back at night and watch the other two teams play, and rather than playing at night and already knowing who you might play the next day. So there's factors like that play into it. Also, too, there can be weather, right? And candidly, when you play the first game of the tournament, that's the priority to get that game in first. And so we've run into weather problems in the past, and so with that, I just like getting off to a good start and playing that first ball game.
They've kind of been a couple of weeks since y'all kind of switched up the pitching and just kind of going into that playoff mode. What is that like, and also just what's it for you, coming to UVA, hoping to get an opportunity like this and getting the pitch in the regional over there?
Yeah, this is the reason why I came to UVA. Have an opportunity to play in the postseason, especially at home. That's something I haven't done at my previous schools. But getting back to the rotation, at the end of the day, I came here to win. And I'll do whatever I can that I like. Whenever my number's called upon, I'm ready to go. So.
Coach, you have varying levels of experience on this roster in terms of guys who played in the NCAA tournament and gotten to various stages. Obviously, guys like Kyle who have been to the College World Series. Have you kind of leaned on those older guys who were there for that run in 2021 to kind of set the tone on what it takes to win at this stage?
Well, certainly you're right. We've got players on the team that have some vast experience, right, with the current third-year group having the run we made in 21 to Omaha, and so they know what to expect. They know the opportunity and the challenges with that opportunity that's in front of them this weekend. And then you have players like Edge that he wanted to come to a place that you have this opportunity to continue to play on in June. And you have players like Nick Parker that was a part of a great Coastal Carolina program that had that experience. And Connolly Early pitched in the NCAA regional for Army last year. So it's bits and pieces of guys that have had that experience. That said, I don't think there's anything magical or anything different that takes place this weekend. Yeah, are you in a situation that if you lose twice, your season's over? Sure there is. But I think it's of utmost importance this time of the year that you do what you've done all year, right? And the preparation's the same, the game's the same, right? And so I just believe in our team being loose and being excited to play and being thankful for the opportunity they have. And you take that kind of approach and you have some talent, which we do, then I think good things will happen.
Do you feel the team is loose? How do you think the team is feeling going in?
I think so. Kyle Teel wanted to drive the golf cart up here. Fitz wouldn't let him, hey, they've earned this opportunity. They're excited. We took them last night for dinner at the Greencroft Club. They put on a nice dinner for our team, and the guys were playing wiffle ball for a couple of hours and cornhole, and they're loose. They're excited. They're ready to go. And so, anybody would have a little bit of butterflies and a little, but that comes from excitement. That comes from wanting to do so well. And so they just got to slow the game down and trust what their ability is in their preparation.
Brian, there's like an alternate universe where 20 plus years ago maybe Mac is leading East Carolina right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you look back in your 20 years and you're with 17th regional with Mac alongside, what has he meant kind of to this program going forward, and the symbolism now of having ECU again?
Yeah, well, I tell you, we wouldn't be where we're at today, and our program wouldn't be where it's at without the contributions of Kevin McMullen. Continuity on a coaching staff is incredibly important from two aspects, really, from recruiting and player development, right? Those two things, as much continuity as you can have is important, because you recruit the players, and the coaches that recruit the players, you want them to develop them as well, and Coach Mac's recruiting contacts in our region, the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, are as good as they are out there, and that's kind of our hotbed for recruiting. There's a few exceptions to that, and just the expectations that he has for our program and of our position players, it is a very high level. And hey, listen, I'm proud of not only what the guys do in our uniform when they play here, but what they do after here. And I would put our program up with anybody in the country of the last 15 years of the amount of players that have left our program and ended up playing in the major leagues. They are equipped while they're here and after they leave here because of the work that Coach Mac has done with them. And I feel so grateful that he has stayed here at Virginia for 20 years, and you never know. We'll see what the future brings, but I know that he's absolutely committed to this program, and not only right now, but the future of it. And he was the first guy I called 20 years ago. When I knew I was going to get the job here at Virginia and had to put a staff together, I had a list, but he was the first guy I called because I had the utmost respect for the way he coached and the way he recruited when he was at St. John's and I was at Notre Dame, and we competed against each other. And then I was very familiar with what he did at East Carolina and the run that they had there with Coach LeClaire, and when Coach Mack was there, and Coach Godwin was on the team, and Eric Backage at Clemson, and Nick Schnabel at Clemson, a lot of East Carolina guys in the coaching ranks all around the country. And, Coach Mack was there at East Carolina during that time. And then, I called him. He was with the Atlanta Braves at the time. He was their catching coordinator and their A-ball coach in Danville. Asked him if he would be interested in getting back into college baseball, and it took about 2 seconds to get a yes out of his mouth, and I knew that we were joined up and that we were going to make this program the best that it could possibly be.
Kyle,
I mean, nothing ever changes for the fact that you're excited going in. That'll never change. It's a really great opportunity in front of our team, and the emotions involved, just pure excitement and the will to win. I feel like experience is really important, but that excitement is really a driving factor for all of us. And you know, I have the experience. I know Jake Geloff has the experience, and a few other guys on our team from last year. And we know what to expect more, but I think that overall just going out and playing good baseball is really important, and taking it day by day, game by game, pitch by pitch, and taking it one game at a time.